So Nolan starting his fourth frame, or trying to spare his fourth frame. Oh, and he does. So Haley working on a spare. Third frame in the pocket. Trips the 7 out late. The Kyra last week's champion. Fourth frame. Goes in high. Looks like a 6-10. Then Clara in the pocket gets the 10 out late. Oh, the late trips up here on the high side. All right, so Bradley starting his fourth frame, and he's on a spare. And that looks like a 4-10. So Veronica on the right lane. Veronica's on a strike. Falls off it a little bit. Needs some hold, doesn't get it. 3-6-10. And Kat with the double. So Veronica, 3-6-10, needs some help, does not get it. All right, so open, and she's at 50 after 4, so she's going to fall behind a little bit in her match against the higher-seeded Katharina Mente. Be off to, I believe, Tulane University at the end of the summer. All right, Kyra coming in light, leaving the 2-4. Gannon crossing over, getting him out, getting the crossover strike. All right, and Clara moving some pins around. Picking up the spare. Go back down to the low side. Morgan with the 1-2-8. Daniel now on a double. All right, so he's catching up to Brady in their match halfway through round number 1. All right, so Dylan, light, pocket, 7-10, pays the price for coming in light. Looks like our score cams are blurry, so we'll just turn them off. These are okay. All right, Morgan crossing over, missing the head pin to the left. 1-3-6. All right, Brady moving way in with the trend, leaving the 3-6-10, crossing over. So he's going to fall behind against Daniel, who's got 3 in a row. So Alyssa working on the spare. That's going to be light bucket. Morgan converts her spare. Brady shooting at the 3-6-10. Getting them all. All right, Bryson getting them figured out. Strike in the 7th. And Alyssa shooting at the bucket, and she's going to pick that up. So Logan 1-2-6 after a double. So 7 in the 7th so far. Dylan with the 3-6-9-10. That's a tough one. Brady on 40, playing the inside line with a 3-6-10 again. All right, Dylan picking it up. They'll go over to the high side. Veronica with the 3-6-10 gets it. All right, Kyra with the 3-6. And she's behind in her match against Clara, who struck in the 7th. Got Gannon working on a double. Right in the pocket, getting him out. It's 3 in a row. And Haley with the 1-2-4-10. Gets them all except the head pin. So that's an open for Haley, and she'll fall behind against Gannon. So Nolan working on a strike. Light pocket, Messenger. Doesn't carry, 10 pin. The cat in the 7th frame. In the pocket, gets him out, striking the 7th for Cat. So she's got a big lead in her match against Veronica. And Veronica crosses over, leaving the 1-3. All right, so Claire on the left lane, needs some hold, crosses over 10 pin. All right, so Kyra sparing up the 8th frame. So Claire can pick this up and maintain her lead against Kyra, put some pressure on. And that needs to push, does not. And Haley pulls it as well. All right, so Bradley needs this one. Close the gap against Nolan. Oh, and he steps up, sends them all back. So back down to the low side where they're finishing up. Daniel with a 7 pin in the 9th. And Brady with a 3 pin. And he picks it up, but he won't be able to catch up to Daniel. Daniel's already at 174. So he's just going to need a few pins in the 10th. I'll shut the door on Brady. All right, well, and he misses it. So he'll stay at 174. All right, so, well, it's not closed completely. You know, Brady can strike out. And Daniel will have to go to lunch or something. But all but done there. And Alyssa didn't like it, but moves some pins around. Pin setter knocks over, I think it was the 8 pin. So Dylan with the 1-3. So that puts Alyssa at 148. And Dylan's already at 161. So that pin not going to make a difference in the match overall. So it looks like Logan is going to unseat the number 1 seed, Bryson. How many times have we seen that? The 16 ousts the number 1. All right, so we'll go up to the high side, see what's cooking. So it looks like Katharina's going to defeat Veronica. Gannon is on 5 in a row. So Haley's got her hands full there. It's Kyra with first strike in the 10th. All right, and Clara misses, so that puts her at 148. Best Kyra can do is 144. So Clara will advance. And Nolan is going to defeat Bradley. All right, so looks like those matches are pretty much decided. And Morgan is going to advance over Savannah. All right, so no real close matches in the first round. All right, so they're going to finish up here on the high side. And Nolan leaving a 4-pin, his first shot in the 10th. Veronica, her first shot in the 10th. Light pocket, leaves the 7-pin. All right, Kat's ball going a little long, light in the pocket. Leaves half the rack. but it will be enough to advance over Veronica. So it'll be Veronica versus Gannon. And Claire, oh, Kyra did make a run at it, striking out in the 10th, but not quite enough. Clara putting up 148. All right, so it will be Clara versus Nolan. As Haley strikes her first shot in the 10th, so she can go 171. Gannon's already at 185, so that match is decided. It's just got to play out. So as we wait for them to finish up, be sure, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, like the video, click the notification bell, and you'll know whenever we go live. All right, so Logan and Morgan have already started. Logan starts off with a 7-10. We'll see if he'll pick this up and makes a run at it, but does not. Morgan finding the pocket. She looked surprised, but that looked like a great shot. All right, so Daniel getting started in his match against Dylan. All right, and that comes in high. Lucky just leaving the 2-4. Morgan light, 2-4-5. All right, Daniel pulling it a little bit. So open in the first. Morgan shooting at the 2-4-5, wraps the 2 around the 4 to go strike open after Logan 7-10'd in the first. He'll look to make a little adjustment. But Dylan's going to go first. That is inside. Wow. That 8-pin, or the 9-pin, slid over. Became buddies with the 10-pin, but neither of them fell down. All right, so Logan leaving a 6-pin. So he had a strike on the right lane. That just needs to get this left lane figured out. 6 pins better than a 7-10. All right, little score correction for Dylan on the first one. And he opens in frame number 2. All right, so Daniel starting his second frame. That looks pretty good. There you go. All right. And Daniel dialed in. So the high side getting started as well. Nolan in his third frame. He gets them all to go, so he's strike 9 spare strike. Clara starting her third frame. She's open 6 spare. Looking to close the gap on Nolan. And that's going to go long. And looks like another 6. Yep. All right, so Gannon coming in high on his first shot. 6, 7, 10. All right, so Claire with a couple 6 spares. Looking to capitalize on that spare with some good count. And that count doesn't get any better than that. Sending 10 back. Gannon picking off the 10 pin to start. To open in his first frame. And Cat with the bucket to start. And Nolan striking in his fourth frame. So we'll go down to the low side. And Dylan with the washout. Throwing the backup at it. And he gets it. The backup washout conversion. That's going to be our Ballard's Bowling Academy shot of the game. So if you want to throw backup balls at washouts and make them, contact Ballard's Bowling Academy in the DFW area. Or they give virtual lessons too online. Check them out, ballardsbowlingacademy.com. All right, so Daniel, after that open, going 3 in a row, putting some pressure on Dylan. All right, and 3 pin for Daniel. All right, and there you go. Got a little push, made it. Go see the high side, Clara, 3, 6, 10. And she picks that up. Puts her at 102 after 6. Nolan, though, on 3 in a row. Getting ready to start his 6th frame. Gannon, 3rd frame on a strike, hates it, crosses over 3-pin. And Nolan's stepping out of it and pays the price for the light shot. 7-10. All right, and Nolan with the open puts him at 124. So he hops off the strike train in the 6th at 124. So Clara can close the gap to 12. And Nolan playing outside into the friction, getting it to come back. All right, so Clara needs to answer with a strike. Cat, 3rd frame on a spare, crosses over. Ouch. 6, 7, 10. That left lane causing Cat some problems. That's a Cat on the right lane. Struck on this lane before. Struck on this lane again. All right, so Cat likes the right lane. If she gets the left one figured out, Gannon's going to need to look out. But he's going to step up here on the left lane. And Gannon struck on this lane in frame 2. And that's high. Oh, and he's not going to strike this time. 4, 6, 7. All right, Gannon gets 2. So Nolan on the left lane, 8th frame, working on a strike. Oh, the 2 goes late. Avoiding the 210 split. All right, so Nolan 152. So giving Claire just enough hope, just can't close the door. We'll see how this shot goes. And he doesn't like it. It's high, but gets them all down. All right, so that's going to make it tough. Claire can go 191 off the sheet. And Nolan's already at 162. All right, so Claire needs to step up with the strike. And needs to cross over. Oh, and it does. She gets it. All right, Claire getting the 3-6 out late. You don't see that much. And Kat picking up the spare. All right, so Claire needs this. And, oh, that 10. 10 goes late, so just the 4-7. She really needed that one, though. All right, so Kat with the spare in the 5th, starting her 6th frame. Needs some hold. Doesn't get it. 3-6, looks like. All right, so Claire misses that, so that will end her day. So Nolan will step up, seal the deal. That's it. All right, so Kat gonna make that spare. We'll go down to the low side. Got a good match with Dylan and Daniel. Daniel, 39, pulls it hard. The 1-4-5. That's unusual. So being a lefty, I know he's going to have to really thread the needle on this one. We'll see how he plans to pick it up. Oh, almost. Deflects off the head pin just a little bit too much. Misses the 5 pin, puts him at 148. All right, so Dylan can step up and close the gap. And steps out of it, goes to the nose. Tough spare. 3-6, 9-10. All right, so Logan and Morgan are back up and running after a little mechanical difficulty. Logan picking up the 7 pin, and Dylan can't get the 9 pin out. All right, so Dylan cannot shut out Daniel, but they are within 5 pins. So whatever Dylan does here, Daniel's going to have to match it. All right, and Logan there on 37. High, 7 pin doesn't go. That is not going to hook. Oh, no. All right. Dylan needs to pick this up. Throwing the back up at it. Trying to, oh, just misses the head pin right. Gets the 10 pin, puts him at 151. So Daniel needs 4 in 2 shots. And I'm pretty sure he can manage that. And he does. Doesn't make it easy on himself. But he was on the wrong lane. All right, so he'll get another chance to knock down 4 pins for the win. There we go. That'll do it. A better shot. But got 4 either way. So he will advance to play the winner of Morgan and Logan. And Morgan's got 2 in a row after 5. And that moved the 2 8s over a little bit, but not enough to knock him down. Let's see what's going on the high side. So Nolan and Claire have finished. Nolan will advance to play the winner of Katharina and Gannon. The Cat in the lead at the moment. Gannon needs to make this, makes it. All right, so he's at 111 on a spare, so 10 behind Cat. That's a Gannon light pocket 10 pin. All right, needs to fill frames because Cat's not going to give him any breathing room. All right, little half backup ball at the 10 pin. Gets it out. So Cat's going to step up here in the 8th and 9th and try and shut out Gannon, send him home. All right, Cat, high flush, 10 pin. All right, so if she makes this, it's going to make it tough on Gannon to catch up. And she does. All right, so Gannon's going to need to ace the 10th frame. And Cat can shut him out. Oh, there you go. Gannon can go 170. So strike here will knock Gannon out. Spare will force him to strike out to tie. So 610. Spare this up for 170. And we'll have the possibility of a tie. Let's see. That looks pretty good. And she gets it. All right, so Gannon can step up, strike out, and tie it up. So he struck on this lane in the second frame. But that's been it since then. Bit of a dry streak. Through the nose, but gets them to go. There's the first one. Two more to tie, and I believe a tie goes to the higher seed, which is, as we see scroll by, is going to be Cat. So again, it can strike out to tie and lose based on seeding. Crossing over, and it's not going to matter. So 5-pin for Gannon. So Cat will advance to play Nolan. We'll go down to the low side. See the finish between Morgan and Logan. Logan got that knee action. Help the carry. Let's see how that works. There you go. Plant the foot, and bam. All right, so Morgan light, 1, 2, 8. All right, so she's going to need to pick this up. And gets the 2 off the 1, 2, 8. That's hard to do. So that puts her at 138. She can go 168. Striking out in the 10th. Logan's already at 148. Or 143. So he can strike out for 193. So and that's pretty good. The knees again, helping the carry. And oh, holy. I think Logan might have used his knees to help Morgan get that carry. Wow. Tripping out the 2, 4, 5. The score read it as 8. They were up for so long. All right, but either way, Logan can shut the door here. And there you go. All right, Morgan coming in light, leaving the 1, 2, gets the 8 out this time. All right, and Logan dialed in, going 193, sending Morgan home. All right, so Logan is going to play Daniel. Higher seed gets the choice of lanes. So Daniel will get to choose whether he pulls Logan over to 39 and 40. If I were Daniel, I would probably pull Logan off of that pair that he just bowled 193 on. right, so we got Nolan and Kat already in the third frame. Nolan starting off with 3 in a row. It's a good way to start. And Kat with a couple opens. So again, Nolan got to pull Kat over to his pair. So that's the advantage of being the higher seed. When they've got to start moving pairs, you get to decide where they're going to go. And so Nolan using that to his advantage. All right, Kat picking up the 3-9 to spare up her fourth frame. So you can see over there on the right, the people who either didn't make the bracket or got eliminated, they've got the chance to go over and get some extra practice in. So we're seeing that over on the right side. 47 and 48. So you don't actually go home, but you do get some extra practice in. All right, so Nolan converting the 3-6-10, staying clean after 4. All right, so Nolan falling off of it and going through the nose. You're going to see Logan got the battle of the lefties here. Logan with the 3-9. Daniel with a split. I think it was a 7-9 he left. Oh, he made it. We just missed it though. All right, so Kat leaving a 4-pin. So Logan spared in the first, starting his second frame, and he's got that figured out. All right, Kat hated it, crosses over, 1-3-6. Daniel with the strike in the second. So staying close to Logan. So Kat shooting at her spare, and oh, there's a 9-pin back there. All right, Daniel coming in light. All right, Nolan with the strikes. Daniel with his second split on that frame, or on that lane. So split in the first, split in the third. So Logan with a chance to step up and increase his lead. We'll go over to Nolan here on his 7th frame. And there you go. He's got it figured out. Oh, Logan needs some hook. Does not get it. 3-5. All right, so Kat in trouble here, starting her 7th frame. Nolan with a big lead and a double. And that's not going to help. All right, so Logan picking up the spare. And Kat picking up the spare. All right, Kat getting them all to go. She needs that. And it's going to need some help from Nolan. And Logan eventually getting them all down. All right, little score correction for Logan. All right, Logan with the spare. All right, Nolan on 2 in a row, starting the 9th frame, 3 in a row. So that will do it. Seals the deal. All right, so Daniel coming back. So we'll see if Daniel can figure out the right lane. He's got 2 strikes on the left, 2 splits on the right. All right, so Daniel coming in light, leaving himself 4, and it's going to thread the needle. So struggles continue on the right lane. So if he gets the right lane figured out, he'll be able to close the gap. But Logan here filling frames, except that one, so sends it into the channel. And that on a spare, so he's going to lose some count. And that is light. Missed the head pin left, so it puts him at 76. So it gives him a 21 pin lead against Daniel. That looks pretty good, and it is. All right, so making up for that open in the 5th, the strike in the 6th. All right, Daniel gets the 10 out, but leaves the 4-7. So he's going to lose a little bit of ground to Logan. After 6, he needs to pick this up to stay close. All right, there you go. Spares up the 6th. All right, so we're going to leave you here to watch this. We're going to move some cameras around on the right. Getting ready for our championship match. All right, so Logan gets the 7 out. All right, so Logan picking that up to spare the 8th frame. All right, so Daniel had some luck on this left lane, needs to send Tinton back on this shot to close the gap, have a chance at the win. That might have a chance. Oh, a little bit light. That 7-pin stands. All right, picked up the spare. All right, so this is his last shot on that right lane. Been a trouble lane for him. Went split, split, 6 miss, split. Needs this one to have a chance. That does not. So 1-3. All right, so he's got to make this, and then he's going to need some help from Logan. He's going to advance to play Nolan in the title match. And not surprisingly, Logan has, or Nolan, he went 230 over there. So he's the higher seed. So he's going to pull the winner over to the high side. Not going to risk hopping to a new pair of lanes, even though both these guys kind of struggled on the left side over here. But Nolan feeling comfortable up there on the high pair. All right, Logan stepping out of it a little bit. That knee action with the carry, so that is going to seal the deal. Puts him at 128. Daniel can strike out for 145. So Logan just needs a few pins. Ooh, and he got 5. All right, so mathematically it's not over. So like I said, Daniel can still get 145. And he's going to be on that left lane. He's had more success with. And Logan gets 2. All right, so Daniel needs the first 2. And some count. And that looks inside. It's got a crossover. And he 2-8. So that is going to seal the deal. So Logan will advance, our number 16 seed again in the finals, to bowl Nolan, the number 2 seed. All right, so he gets 1. All right, so we're going to move over to our high side, and we're going to move our other camera, and we'll be back in a second. All right, so Nolan starting off with a strike. All right, Logan coming in light, leaving the 3-pin. All right, so Logan picking it up. All right, Logan coming in a little high. 247. And picking up the spare. All right, so Nolan starting his second frame. All right, oh, coming in high. Paying the price. Oh, almost. 4-pin stays up. All right, so third frame. Nolan moving over. He had a strike on this lane before. And strike on this lane again. All right, so we got Logan back on the left lane. Oh, that comes in high again. 247. Oh, that's a 247.8. All right, so again, Logan had to come to this pair. So not played on before. And he's got to figure it out and figure it out quick. Nolan's throwing strikes at you every other frame. All right, oh, and he picks it up. and comes in high again, 4-7. And he gets it. Gets the knee action in there. So Nolan on the left lane. See if we can get that figured out. Oh, 2-8-10. And he gets 2. All right, doesn't like it, but in the pocket, gets him out. Oh, and he gets it to go. The late fall. All right, so Logan with the lead halfway through the championship match. On the 7-pin, not going for him. All right, so Logan picking it up. Oh no. The light 7-10. Right, lays the 7-pin down. Can't get it over to take out the 10. All right, so Logan increasing his lead on the bench. Oh no, okay. The 7 late. Nolan shooting at the 10-pin and pulls it. The late hook. Doesn't get it. All right, so Logan with a chance here to really step up. and close this match down. Ah, and he does. Pressure shot, strike. All right, 3 frames to go. Our number 16 seed, Logan, needs some hook. Doesn't get it. 1, 3, 7. Oh, there must be a 9 back there as well. 1, 3, 7, 9. All right, so some life left for Nolan. Ah, just 1. Right, Nolan struggles on the left lane, continue. All right, so Nolan needs to fill these frames and will not. So Logan, the 16 seed, the commanding lead. So Logan will finish first. He can shut out Nolan. The 2, 4, 7, 8. Just gets 3 of them. All right, but even then, that will be enough. Nolan with a 10 pin. So for the second week in a row, the 16 seed comes through. And Logan a little bit high. But it won't matter. Nolan going from 230s to 127. So the transition, big factor, playing on the burn. And we'll watch Logan finish up. All right, Logan sparing it up. All right, so Logan, the lefty powerhouse, coming up from the number 16 seed, marching through the bracket. Taking his time on this last shot, making sure he gets everything he needs. Oh, and there it is. Seals the deal. All right, so there you have it. Logan, 164. Nolan, 127. So there you go. Logan coming out of the 16 seed to bring it home. And that will do it for week number 2 of the Roto Grip Sport Challenge Summer Series. So thanks, everyone, for watching. Congratulations to Logan for pulling it out and giving the number 16 seed some juice for the second week in a row. So thanks, everyone, for watching. Again, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, like the video, click the notification bell, and you'll know whenever we go live. So thanks, everyone, for coming out, participating. Thanks for watching. Thanks to USA Bowl for hosting the Roto Grip Sport Challenge. And always remember, be cool and go bowl.